make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
To the air, it's Robertson.
Just a little incomplete. That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them to go a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Kick is in the air. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Now well within striking distance is that 3rd down play. Gets him a first at the 29.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Hawkeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end.
A methodical drive that they finish off by
especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Robertson. That's caught. It's Wilson.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on the line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
Runs through the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Gonna run it. It's Washington. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because in the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Bears are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Beats a connection. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The RPO fire complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Knocked out at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
First downs, is that alone? Just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. You got to do something to change this.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Hawkeyes in the hurry up.
Yeah, this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the.
Throws toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On third and long. He has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. No more room to rise. This defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone first, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Robertson. With the catch, it's Cameron. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and they can bring bigger plays than they did here, but it's still a positive game.
They're looking to throw on second and short. To the sidelines, and he tiptoes his way to a first down before going out of bounds.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
This offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rest.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Moulton. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Might be changing the route. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Using his legs, it's Moulton. Shakes off the defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to get the first through the air. Complete to the left. Here he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hawkeye. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Robertson. With the catch, it's Cameron. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oh, and he hit the left upright. No good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. South Carolina is on the wrong end of a one-sided affair today, and if you'll pardon the pun, the chickens are going to come home to roost this week in Columbia. They're trailing by 14 to Indiana. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes in Big 12 country, we'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Iowa Hawkeyes will take over 1st and 10.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Bears! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And after the extra point, they're down 4, 17-13. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Baylor! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Safety roaming the middle of the field. You can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The magic bead is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in their groove.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
There's a great example of a quarterback who's able to turn the page. Things haven't always gone his way. He's obviously thrown 2 picks earlier in this game, but he's still staying aggressive. He's still taking shots, and his guys are making plays for him. And you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up here.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense. And we've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it. He gets it. Touchdown, Iowa. On to attempt to try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Third down going up top. Turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly. They'll run play action. He's got the tight end. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a first and goal. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Moulton. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice job on the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Trying to march their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He lets it fly. He's got it down the right side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, out of space. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cameron.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. And the Bears are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Now improvising. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quarterback adapting. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be and goal from there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Bears trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. From the gun. Looking to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Moulton. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. First down for this offense.
Cornhole 88. Cornhole 88.
He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. So now it's 2nd and long.
414 satellite. 414 satellite.
Back to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Give to the single back. It's a single wide open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Patterson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Phillips. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. We love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown of the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Moves around to clear up the vision. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Bears get enough for the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Cameron. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Bears will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Baylor! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going to do that. Nice job.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisville rolled to victory, and how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson, so to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. Regardless,
Touchdown, Hawkeye! Special teams proving to be special. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite
jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Quickly complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And they can hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of there. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
He'll start this drive firing. Got him downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after they play up top. And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry up. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for space to the left. That's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Trying to escape and get it himself. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line. 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on 3rd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got a man. It's Cameron. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard for a first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Robertson. Dances away. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Bears headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That'll elevate some sideline blood pressures. You just took the lead, and now you're giving away field position by kicking it out of bounds.
Here we go.
Hands it off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. And the defense finally came up with a play.
Tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Dropping back, it's Robertson. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery, and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
This time it's complete.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Rice is up to hit on a sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Pulls it in. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it.
Turning on the Jets. Got enough space. Touchdown, Baylor! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got it out. There we go. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Here we go. Marches ahead. Touchdown, Iowa! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football.
The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Akron came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks inside Infocision Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Fires to the big fella. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
Back to pass, it's Robertson. That's reeled in, it's Washington. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll try to pass their way in. Touchdown Bears! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a Great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can now. Defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love the decision-making by the quarterback here. You're trailing. It's a 2-minute situation. You're not just throwing to receivers, but you're trying to find matchups that your tight end can take advantage of. With his athleticism, he's a big weapon for you in this 2-minute situation.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first.
time has come to make a move. You want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Out of the gun to give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
When you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that fourth down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting a big fourth down conversion.
Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. Wide open spaces. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a press. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Well, your opponent scored on that opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And man, that's a great job by this defense, using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the bring it to first down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He slings it deep to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. And the Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Big fella moving. Into the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield. It's Robertson. Buys a little extra time. Zings it complete to the right. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that play. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got another man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, I I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job on the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier 4th down. They'll try to do it for a 2nd time in the opening quarter. Steps away. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. Here's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time.
It's picked up. They ruined the drive with a turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Dropping back. It's Robertson. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. Tackle was made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Prentice. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Prentice. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Oh, they're after him! And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Got a man. It's Washington. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Off the play play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good...
Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throwing right. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target. But just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
That's why it's so important. Defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the
this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panicking, want to get back in when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient, they stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tie football game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocks it right down the middle. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Quarterback extends the play. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. There he goes. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. Got his man downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give him.
It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Back to throw, it's Robertson. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Cameron. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Finally dragged down. He picked up the 1st down and set him up with a goal-to-go situation. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Back swinging with the goal line. The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bears! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the 1st half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the 1st half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Absolutely perfect. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bears will kick it away to start the 2nd half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so faster after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 11-yard line. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass, it's Robertson. Quick completion on the out. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving them up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. Got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Wake Forest packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Deeks Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in Winston-Salem. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught close to the marker. It's Moulton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go and work like they did just there, getting that first.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. And as he throws.
Yeah, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Right on target this time. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. It's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Now, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now, right down the middle. Still a lot of time to go here in the 3rd quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on... Lots of running room. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot play.
Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
Ready, set.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson. That's caught. It's Washington. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
In the backfield, it's Prentice. Looking for the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over. Right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And the misconnection on 3rd down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Base 27. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The Hawkeyes want to move quickly. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success.
Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 25 over Oregon. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Ready. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action. Trying to beat the D deep. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
And that receiver had nobody around. That's got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Here we go. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost the fire on second down. Looking for a deep man. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter.
52, Iowa, 24.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right down the middle. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Taking it the other way. Touchdown Bears! The defense putting points on the board. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too, even running flat.
Looking for a huge play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's pass. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard.
Brings it in down the left side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Using his legs to buy some time. Out of the backfield, he's open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hawkeyes are on the move.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his team.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive. Explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
To the air, it's Dotson. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line.
Get set, get set.
Give to the running back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You're definitely seeing an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill. Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense gets set for second down. They'll keep it on the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It'll be third and long. To the air. It's Robertson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Tight end now in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking to buy time. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Looking to throw, it's Dotson. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Picked off. What a way to set him up.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked. But coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. To the air, it's Dotson. This thing intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.